Welcome back, welcome back. What a beautiful day today. What a beautiful day. Today is definitely a special day for me because one, the Most High woke me up. Just off that alone, I'm blessed. You know what I mean? Waking up every day ain't a gift for everybody. A lot of people didn't make it today. Yeah, I don't think about that because, not chilling. But anyway, so as I went to work today, on Saturday, doing my normal numbers or whatever, not as hard as I normally go. I will fully admit that. I won't lie to you. I didn't go as hard as I normally do. I won't be a liar. And so I'm doing my thing, and I see my boss, my main boss. And for a while, it's been bugging me since I started because of my beliefs. And so I tell him, like, look, I don't want to be an asshole or nothing. Like, I know a lot of things been going on, you know what I mean? But I have a request. And he's like, what's that? And I'm like, yeah, Saturdays I have to work, and I have off Sunday. But I want to have off Saturday and work Sunday. And he said, oh, why? And I said, because of my religious beliefs, like my faith demands that I'm off, that I work for 7 days, and then I rest on the seventh day. Like when the Lord created all that you see. And that's his commandment. That's why we get days off from working. Because the Lord hooked you up. Now, the Lord said he wants you to take off like he did on the seventh day and relax. So you can look at your fine work, whatever it is, and don't work. You have a nice day where you don't eat bad stuff, you don't watch bad stuff, you don't do nothing. You're supposed to gather your family together, and it's basically like Bible day, like Bible study day, but you do it with your whole family. Everybody, like all this stuff's supposed to happen. You're not supposed to eat at a certain time, and you gotta fast. And you're supposed to do all these different things with your family, like a family event, right? So I said, I've served long enough. I did really good with this job. I believe I should be able to go in there and be like, look, man, I want off Saturdays and switch to Sundays, because to me, the Sabbath day is Saturday. And what makes me believe that is because I study things. And when I studied and found out that Sunday is the first day of the week, I said, wait up. What? That doesn't make sense. Wait up. Everyone goes to church Sunday. Everyone says that's the day of worship. And as I learned and learned and learned, I didn't understand it. And even you see me talking about it right now, like now I'm taking it serious. It's because of all I learned. And what I realized at that point in moment working is thinking about my father and all the knowledge I've learned. I said, wait up. If they say Saturday, if Sunday's the first day, then the seventh day of the week is Saturday. But because we're programmed since school, we believe Monday is the first day of the week. And then I thought to myself, like, yeah, that is the first day of the week to me, Monday. Because I work Monday. I go to school Monday. Everything opens Monday. And then I thought to myself, well, what have you learned about words? And I said, oh yeah, Sunday. Monday. If you just put an extra O on Monday, you get Moon Day. What the Lord say came first? The sun or the moon? So wouldn't the first day be the sun day? The first day? Wouldn't the next day be nighttime, like, the moon? Moon day? Moon day. Telemundo. You know what I mean? And when I believed myself of, all this study and all these years, and I said, yeah, we're going for it. And he said, yeah, I got you. Don't worry about it. I said, whoo. Usually when I tried that in Florida, the nigga was like, nah, hell no, dog, we need you here. Other places would be like, nah, we can't for some other reason. And I was like, you know what, I would just go home and pray for forgiveness and be like, well, hope maybe I'm wrong. You know what I mean? Not like I go hard and celebrate or even know what to do all the time. I really don't know all the things to do because I'm one man. And so as that went on, I would go work, see people a little bit. And then I go into this place where I work out and drinking these smoothies and stuff. And I'm really cool with this lady because I go in there every day. We talk about different things. She likes motivational speeches and stuff. And we connected that way because one day I'm walking by and I asked her for something to drink or something because she used to give me free water. She see me out there fucking working my ass off cleaning in front of her store. So she hooks me up and I had my phone on and I had my shit going and she was like, oh, what's that? And I said, oh, I like to listen to motivational tapes while I'm working because it helps me work harder and work faster and stuff. When I feel lazy, I'm tired, it gets me going. And I was like, I like this guy because he's motivating me, but he's teaching me at the same time. Like, he motivates me, but he's talking about your brain and how you could do better in life by speaking what you want more and not saying bad things to yourself and writing things down. And I said, I like that because that's what the Bible says, right? And she goes, oh, the Bible says that? I didn't know that. I like the Bible a lot, and I believe in Jesus and everything. But like where we grow up, we live life. We don't get time to study and stuff. And I was like, nah, I know, I feel you. Like the world gets busy. So as we become friends all this time, this whole year, we always have talks about different things. Like that's why when I started talking about kids and stuff, it's because I talked to her and she tells me about her little problems. Like that one time I made a video about how she seen her kid watching some cartoon that was all crazy and stuff, and it was for adults but it was for kids. Anyway, so I'm in there talking like normal and I noticed that her daughter's there. And she's talked to me about her daughter a couple of times about boys and how she's young and she's interested in boys and how she's a very smart kid and she really has it. She's like, she has it. And she just doesn't know what to do because the rules and all this different stuff about how they say you have to raise your kid this way. And she knows she's restricted. And she's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I try to talk to her, but the way everything's set up, she's allowed to be free. And there's nothing I can do except be a parent, but she doesn't listen to me. And I was like, don't worry, I got you. I said, just explain to her who you are. Explain to her how you work at your own business. Make her look at her friends and then ask her, does your friend have this and da-da-da-da-da? And I was like, if you keep showing her how much it took for you to get where you got and how you used to have all these rules on you and you couldn't go play with the boys, you couldn't go outside, you had to study. Then you got good grades, and then you made it to college and you had to study some more because you found out what you wanted to do, and then you wanted to open your own business. You didn't want to be no regular old chick. So you study, and it all worked. It all came true. And now you're a businesswoman, married successfully with your daughter, and you are trying to raise your daughter to be the next better version of you. But things are in the way. Communication is not as easy. And then some broken fucking black guy that she just so happened to give waters to decides to say, you know what? One day, when I get my chance, I'm going to give her daughter the greatest sermon I've ever given a child in my life. And I hope it does something. So I see her in there today with her mom. And she's sitting down, I'm talking to her mom about work and all this other stuff and whatever we talk about. And then her daughter takes a picture of me while her mom's talking, and she makes like my glasses turn into pink glasses and gave me like an afro or something. She's like, look. And I was like, oh, that looked dope and everything. I was all happy and everything. And so her daughter starts drawing as we're talking. And she goes, hey, look at this. What do you think of it? And I was like, looked at it, and it was like a really decent drawing. It wasn't the super most amazing, but for a 10-year-old, she drew better than I did when I was 10. I was drawing stick figures. This little girl actually drew a little girl with a dress on, with shoes where you could tell they're shoes, and a little mini top with the little barrette in her hair, and you can see her face, and you can see her nose, and I was like, is this good? I said, this is one of the best drawings I've ever seen a little kid do. And she goes, yeah, thank you, that means a lot. I like drawing and stuff. And I go, well, that's good. I said, well, maybe you should really try hard at it, because to be a really good drawer, it takes a really long time. And you have to study for years, and you have to practice, and you have to draw anything you want and everything you want. So one day, you'll make something of your own. And she's like, oh, that's dope. I like to paint too. I said, see, you want to paint, you know how to draw a little bit. So if you keep learning how to draw and you get better, you also want to paint. So you'll be able to paint your drawings and draw them. I said, you'll be able to get paid money for that. I said, being a painter is not a really big thing now. It's hard to be a great painter. But I said, the way you drew the little girl, I said, you can draw different things, sceneries and people. And if you get really good at it, then you can put your name on the shirt and you can make your own shirts. And if it's really good, people like me that like what you drew will buy it from you. And she goes, really? I said, yeah, that's how real life is. It doesn't matter if you have a store like your mom, or you're just some person that makes these stuff for yourself. I said, there's a store around the corner right now. I could take your design of your little picture right here, and I can go up to them and be like, here, I want to make this right now, and I want this on the shirt. And I want her to sign it so it's hers. And I said, then I can put that picture on the shirt, and then I can walk around with it. And when people ask me, oh, wow, that's a nice shirt. Where's that picture from? And I'll say, only one place. You got to get it from this person. And then they'll call you up and be like, can I have one? And then you charge them whatever you feel like it. And she's 10 years old, and she got it. She understood. And she said the most smart, she said, really? I never thought about it like that. She goes, all my friends make fun of me because my drawings aren't really good. I said, can they draw? She goes, no. I said, and I'm an adult, right? And she goes, yeah. And I said, I can't draw like that, right? And she said, yeah, you just told me that. So out of all the people that can't draw, you're the one that draws better than all of us. So who's better at drawing? She goes, well, I guess me. I said, yes. Doesn't matter how good your drawing is, you're still better than other people. They can't even do what you're doing, and you're only 10 years old. So imagine if you do this for the next 10 years, and you go to college, and then you get college training. Your mom loves you. Your mom would love to see you go to college. And then I explained to her about how hard school really is and to get in college and how you have to do all these things. And I told her, listen, the only way you're going to make it to college, if you really want to make these t-shirts and really make your own business and stuff like that, you have to give up a lot of your fun time and stuff. I was like, you see how you're in here, you're drawing right now, but you have your cartoon on and you're paying attention to your drawing more than that cartoon. I said, if you can give that up for years, if you could pay attention to drawing in school more than you pay attention to your cartoon and your friends, you don't have to give them up. You just have to do what you're doing now. While you're watching cartoon, draw stuff. When you're with your friends, draw stuff. When your friends are not doing anything and they're bothering you from drawing, leave them alone and go draw. She said, that sounds boring. I said, yes, that is very boring. Right. I said, you need these skills so you can get in there. There's a lot of other people like you that have drawing skills, and they can get there if they train harder and do it longer than you. And she's like, oh, I get it. And she says the most cutest thing I've ever heard in my life. She says, but I don't want to leave my friends behind. I said, oh my God, a child gets it. I couldn't believe it. I said, whoa, what you know about Valia? She's 10 years old. And I said, listen, sometimes you gotta leave your friends behind because you can come back for them. I said, look at it like this. Your friends, do your friends have a mom and dad? And she said, yes. I said, do they have their own business like your mom? She said, no. I said, okay, so they don't have what you have. Your mom wants you to have your own business like she does. And your mom runs her own business. So if you listen to what your mother tells you from now on a little more about how to be a businesswoman, because you see she's doing it, right? And she goes, yeah, that makes sense. And I said, yeah, learn business from your mom and learn about how your mom went to school. Ask your mom how she graduated. She goes, Mom, how'd you graduate? Because I stayed in school and I left all the boys alone and I didn't pay attention to nothing and I just wanted it so bad and I did it even though I know her mom tells me real stories about how she snuck out and had fun like the rest of us, but she hit the books more than anything else. And her daughter listened to her. I could see it in her eyes. And her daughter was like, wow, I never looked at it like that. I said, yeah, you're lucky. I said, I didn't have a mom like that, just like your friends. And my mom couldn't pass her knowledge down of business because she didn't have one. So unfortunately for me, there's people like me that I'm older now and I'm learning how to be a better man now, but it's like hard. I'm older. And she goes, yeah? What do you mean it's bad? I said, I'm as old as your mom. She goes, what do you mean? I said, I look young, right? She goes, yeah. I said, how old are you, ma'am? She goes, I'm 42. I said, I'm 40. I'm 40. She goes, yup. I said, your mom's 2 years older than me. She has her own business. She's living in her own house. And she's trying to get you, her daughter, to become like her. And she wants to teach you how to do that. I said, you know what I do for a living? She said, what? I say, I sweep the streets outside every day. That's what I do for a living at 40 years old, because I didn't have nobody to run to. I didn't have nobody to tell me the things that I needed to know. So I had to learn on my own. And I couldn't learn fast enough. And I didn't have friends like you that didn't want to make it and not leave me behind. My friends just kept going and didn't. So, I have to do what I have to still survive. But I wish I could have went back to school. I wish I could have did this. I wish I could have did that. I could have been a priest. I could have been a poet. And she goes, thank you. I think I'm gonna go draw. And I said, all right, I'll talk to you later. When I say her mother looked at me with the, who the fuck is this guy? I thought I knew this guy. But who is this guy? Like, what the fuck did he just did? He gave me my daughter back. He gave my daughter a reason to listen to me. He made my daughter see me the way I see my daughter. Like, that's all I got, and that's all I need. Everyone else don't matter. And I looked at her and I said, I know I appear to be funny. I know I appear to be sad. I know I'm all these things when I'm in here, right? But I do that to keep people away from me. When you're the strange guy, bad people stay away. When you preach, only good people will understand what you're saying. So for you being so good to me all this time, even though I showed you the little weird side, talk a little good stuff or whatever, I wanted to give you that. Because I understand how to talk to children. I remember being a child. I remember people pulling me away from my mother and saying, listen to me. So I knew what to say. Oh yeah, the 15 years a child studying psychology, that helped too. Oh yeah, that helped. The Bible, yeah, I just told all the things from the Bible and just didn't talk about thou this and Jacob and blah 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 blah. No, I just told her exactly what the Bible tells children to. Fucking beast, bro. Niggas ain't fucking with